welcome back to Wendy's Decorium. Today I'm going to be using Aquacast again, but I'm going to be colouring it, and I've got a new mould. Right, let me just move this and I'll show you the mould. And yes, of course, the mould came from Temu. I make candles, if anybody's wondering, and this is why I use the pots quite a lot. So I'm going to be putting a candle in this one. It's got quite a large cavity, but it's got like little inlays stuck all around it. You'll get to see that later. This is the lid, and I'm going to be making a tray to sit it on. This is another Temu mould. I've used this a lot. It's absolutely fantastic. Right, so let's get cracking. I am going to use Aquacast, but I'm using the normal Aquacast. Now, Aquacast comes from Resins. I absolutely love this stuff, but the plain Aquacast is like, I'll show you. Comes in this colour. It's like an off-white. So I'm going to be colouring it today. Alright, now, also, it's a different ratio powder to water, so it is 100 grams of powder to 35 grams of water, and I'm going to be mixing up 500. So we need 175 grams of water. Let's have a look. 175 grams. And what I'm going to do this time is, because I'm using a liquid pigment, I'll show you the pigments in a minute. Because I'm using a liquid pigment, I'm going to be adding it to the water before I mix the powder. There we go. Right. I'm using Jesmonite pigments, and I'm going to be making it a dark blue. So I'm going to put the blue in first, a couple of drops of the blue. I want it quite dark, so it's like a midnight, because on the mould is right, that should be enough. On the mould is the inlays are of stars and constellations, so I thought a nice midnight blue would be lovely. So to the blue I'm going to add a little bit of black just to darken it up. It's quite a bright blue, this. There we go. We can always add some more if necessary, if it's not quite the right colour. Alright, let's give it a mix. Not see it till the powder's added. Get rid of this. Add the powder. Now I'm only mixing up 500. That's just for the pot. I'm not going to worry about I'll mix some more for the, oh, if only I could speak. What's it called, everyone? Tray. There we go, tray. And I'm making a tray with it as well, because I intend making a candle out of this. And I always like to sit a candle on a tray. You know, you never know, do you? What can happen with a lit candle? Not that I'd ever go out and leave it on its own. Right. I'll mix this up and I'll get back to you. Right, I've mixed this up now. Not quite dark enough for my liking. So I'm just going to pop a bit more black in. Let's give it a shake. Not much. Because after all, don't want it to be black. Want it to be a dark blue. Make sure you mix it really well. Not really much darker, that, is it? I think we'll just go with it. If you don't mix, if you add pigment to it after, it tends to go all streaky. Make sure you scrape all the sides. You don't want little bits of black. Quite nice actually, that. It's a bit more like a denim blue, isn't it? Right, let's get the mould. There we go. Now, like I showed you in the last video, I'm just going to put a little bit in. Look, I've made a mess already. Give it a plump. And again, them 90-degree angles at the bottom. We don't want any air bubbles in there. Oh, I have made a mess. Let's see if I can sort that out before we go any further. Good grief. Should have worn gloves as well. Now, in my last video, I did mention that it stains. If you pigment it, it does come out. So if you've stained your hands, you've stained, as I did, the carpet, you know, a bit of soapy water, it will come out. It's just irritating when your hands are blue. Could happen to do with a bit more water, that. It's a bit thick. That's a good thing about Aquacast. Can make it thick, a bit thinner. It's very forgiving. Not too thin, or you're likely to ruin the integrity of whatever you've made. Alright, a bit more. Oh, good grief. I'm very messy today, aren't I? Give it a plump again. Oh, that's nearly full. We'll get onto the lid. There we go. I hope everybody's having a nice day today. I've not really done much apart from this. Am I washing? Oh, the good life, eh? I'm just moving this little micro brush. I'm using the wrong end, and because this is clear, you can actually see where all the bubbles are. Just pull them bubbles out. Now, I made this pot last night to try it out, but I made it with, I had a bit of Resin left over, so I made it in Resin. I'll show you that later. Another lovely pot from Temu. I don't know whether I've changed style or whether they're just upgrading their silicone molds. But yeah, very, very nice. Right, gonna leave that for a good 2 hours, and I will pour the rest into the tray. I'll come back when it will need a bit more. I'll come back and show you that. All right. See you in a bit. Right, I did have enough. I mixed 500 grams of the powder because I didn't know how much the pot was going to take, but I've just poured it in here in the tray mould, and there was enough. I thought I'd just show you. With the tray mould, it's got a lip, this, so I'm just going to go around with my micro brush and make sure I've got all the air bubbles out, because it is an absolutely stunning tray, this. Nothing spectacular, but it just absolutely perfect when it comes out. Don't want any air bubbles in it. So a good flick, and I'll see you back in 2 hours for the demold. Right, I'm back. It's only been an hour. I couldn't wait. I am very, very impatient. So, right, just got to be very, very careful. It's a bit delicate, but I mean, it is solid, but it's been an hour, and it certainly hasn't come out midnight blue, has it? It's still a nice colour, and I know for next time to just put a bit more black in it. Let's get this off. Still quite warm as well. Don't do as I do. Don't be impatient. Right. There we go. Got a lovely rounded edge there, all on the top. Very beautiful. We've done all right. Not so many air bubbles there. Bottom needs sanding. Right, let's do the lid. Be very, very careful. Certainly don't want to be snapping any bits off. There we go. Big air bubble there. We'll see what we can do with that. How pretty. Let's see if it fits on. Well, lovely little pot. Right, now the tray. These come out very easy. And all the bits over pour, just flake off. Turn your moulds the right way. Let's just get these off. Yeah, it is a nice blue. Not what I wanted though, but it is a very nice blue. Couple of air bubbles there. Like I say, we'll see what we can do with that. Might be able to just sand that delicately. Oh, that's lovely. Right, ideally they would need, I'd say, 2 days for all the moisture to come out of them, but because I'm making a video, I don't actually have 2 days before I seal them. I use sealing wax. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wax it, but not the bottoms, and then hopefully the moisture can still come out. It's quite sunny here today, quite warm, so I'll stick them outside that way after I've waxed them and dry them. I'll come back and show you the waxing process, and then I'm going to detail that with a chrome pen, and I'll show you that too. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Right, they're already waxed. I thought I'd press record whilst I was waxing and didn't. But if you go to my previous video, it'll show you exactly how I wax them. But that's the finished pot, all waxed. As you can see, the wax has brought out, made the colour a bit more prominent. Quite nice. Like I say, not midnight blue as I expected, but hey ho. Right, the tray. Now, I've got these chrome detailing pens, and I've got a bronze, a gold and a silver chrome, and I'm trying to think which would look best on it. And I actually think the chrome's, the bronze looks very nice, so I'm going to use this. Give it a shake, and I'm just going to go around the outside. I go really quiet when I'm doing this. It's all right to do it over the wax. You can wax it again once you've done this if you prefer. Just go all the way around. A bit thicker than I normally like it, but it'll be all right, I think. I don't know whether I'm using gold there or bronze. Oh no, it's bronze. Honestly. There we go. And I usually like to do the insides as well. So we'll go around the inside rim. This one's a bit easier. I'm going to make a candle in the now you can see I've just made a mess there, but if I get some alcohol, my finger won't do it, but if I get some alcohol and a Q-tip, just wipe round there, it'll come off. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to be making a candle out of the jar. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see the candle making process. I'm no expert by any means, but I do make quite a lot of candles. There we go. Just fill this in. Me and my big sausage fingers. There we go. The finished product. And it'll look lovely with a candle in. I'm going to stick some pads to the base, just make it safe. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you come back again, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.